I'm Matthew Drutt, and this is Hidden Gems. We're at the 11th edition of Frieze London, with 152 galleries from 30 countries around the world. There's everything from the work that you could fit in your shirt pocket, or something that's even bigger than the house that you live in. So let's go inside and see if we can't find something you might want to take home with you. One of the surprise finds at Frieze this year is work by Sheila Hicks. Hicks works in textiles, and that's not normally the kind of work that's presented at the fair. Hicks is one of the preeminent textile artists in the world. She's been active since the 1950s. She's an American, but based in Paris. Over my shoulder is a more recent work from 2011, which is exemplary of the work that she's been making later in her career, which is multicolored, polychrome, these kind of entwined, intertangled, organic rope-like forms, which formally hark back to the kind of work that was being done, as a matter of fact, in the 1960s, this kind of organic, loose conglomeration of entwined fibers. But the color scheme is entirely postmodern, entirely more recent. There's also a number of works from the 1950s by Hicks in the stand. Coincidentally, at the Blouin Foundation in London, there's a major exhibition of Olga de Amaral's work. Amaral is the same generation as Hicks. She also works in textiles. They're colleagues. It's a really great opportunity to see two major voices in the field being shown in London at the same time. What caught my eye at Max Wigram Gallery's stand is the work behind me by Brazilian artist Louisa Zerbini. He's actually quite established, an artist in his fifth decade of life, and a contemporary of people like Beatriz Milhaz. He does medium to large scale paintings, largely geometric in their complexion. He also makes, however, works like the one that caught my eye on the stand behind me, using found or discarded slide mounts, a technology that's almost completely innocuous in today's world with all digital photography. Zerbini's taken the film out of the mounts and composed an object that looks like a geometric sculpture or relief or painting, and left that information about what used to be there on the borders. So it's a work of art with the content that used to be in the original material removed, becoming new content, information for us to think about and look about absence and presence. Among the works you'll find on the stand at Conrad Fisher's gallery is sculpture by Sofia Wholeten. Wholeten is an artist who works with repurposed industrial objects that she reconfigures and reconstructs into sculptural objects. On the stand is a fence that's been reconfigured into almost a kind of space divider and painted red. And then behind me are three chain winches with hooks at the end of them. They're very, on the one hand, almost minimal in their conception. They speak to the minimalist idea of seriality. They remind us of things we've seen before, but they are. Only now they've been recontextualized and reconfigured into objects that don't serve any purpose other than aesthetic anymore. At the stand at Frieze Street Gallery, London, you'll find work by British-based artist Bala. She's one of the more interesting artists working in the UK, in my opinion, at the moment. She works predominantly in works on paper, but they're very sculptural in execution and scale. Behind me is a drawing executed entirely with graphite, even though it has this foil-like look to it. And then she's used ink on the back, an orange ink, that reflects its color onto the board in which it's mounted in a very subtle way. The work is sometimes an intervention into an architectural space. There are remnants of what look like cornices, baseboards, windows perhaps. It's very interesting and challenging work.